Hello friends, my name is Dr. Sunil Kumar Jata. Today I am going to discuss about the pattern materials. Many types of the pattern materials are used in the metal casting. So this is the seventh lecture of the metal casting technology. You are the welcome in the channel Meta Engineering. Pattern material. So various type of the patterns are used for which we have required the many type of the materials and these pattern material these pattern materials it depends on the following factors. So what are the factors? One factor is the service requirement. For the example, like the quantity, how much quantity of castings are required. Second, what is the quality of the castings. Third is the intricacy of the castings. And next is the minimum thickness desired. Minimum thickness desired and degree of accuracy. Degree of accuracy. Last one is the surface finish required. required. And the second factor is possibility of design change. How much the possibility of design change? Possibility of design change. Third one is the type of production of casting. Type of production of castings and type of molding methods. Types of molding methods and equipment to be used. Fourth is the possibility of of repeat order. So on the basis of these factors we use the different material for the pattern making. If there is the no possibility of repeat order, so we can't prepare the metallic pattern and we have required the highest surface finish, we have to use the metallic patterns. And if the number of the castings is the very less we will use, and then we should use the wood patterns, and a large number of the casting we have to produce, we have required the pattern of metallic. So that is the depends on these factors. The if we have required the quality, how much quantity, intricacy of the casting, minimum thickness desired, degree of accuracy, and surface finish. All these factors are the affect the casting process, and on the basis of these factors we have to choose the uh, pattern materials. We have to use the pattern material. So there uh, the pattern materials is used. The pattern material, the pattern material should have the following, should have the following characteristics. Which characteristics? One, it is easily, it should easily worked, it should easily worked, saved, and joined. It should work easily and saved easily and joined easily. Second is the light in the weight. Light in the weight for facility, for facility in handling, for facility in handling and working. Third one is the strong. It should be strong, hard, and durable. It should be hard, strong, and durable. It should have the high weight to. It should be. It should have the high strength to weight ratio. Strength to weight ratio. And this material should have the higher resistance to wear and abrasion, bear, to wear and abrasion, to corrosion. It should not be corrode. This material should not be the corrode up to up to the completion of the burn order. And chemical action. Chemical action. If the materials wear and abrade and corrode, people complete the order, so it is not the beneficial. So we have to use the material should have the good corrosion resistance and good wear resistance, and this material should have the dimensional stability, dimensionally stable, dimensionally stable, and unaffected. It should be unaffected by variation of the temperature, by variation of temperature and humidity. Like we use the wooden pattern that will be the affect by the moisture and humidity, and the dimension of this material, wood material, is the change. The wood generally uh, come in the contact with the humidity, it shrink or swells, and this material should be the available, the pattern material should be available at low cost for the economical operation, and it should be the repaired or reusable. And it should be the able to take good surface finish. So these are the characteristic of the pattern material that should have in the material which are used to preparing the pattern. So these property uh, are very important. So on the basis of these properties, generally we use the many materials as the pattern materials. These are classified in the following category. So one category is the variety of pattern materials, variety of pattern material are classified as: one is wood and wood product, wood and wood product, wood and wood products, and second is metal and alloys. Plaster, fourth is plastic and rubber, fifth is waxes. So these materials are used as per the requirement, and quantity, quality, intricacy, and number of the castings are produces. And so on these, according to the as per requirement, we will use these materials, and process should be the economically, it should be in the mind for the business point of view. So first material is the wood and wood product. So what is the characteristic of the wood? Here we use the wood, so that will be the discuss here. So it is the very common material, very common pattern material. These materials have the all the characteristic which are mentions in the previous slides. This material is the worked, easily worked or shaped and joined to the any complex shape, to any complex shape. This material is the light in weight This material is light in weight and it is easily available, and it is available at the this material is uh, available at low cost. Low cost. Second is this material also have the some drawback. What is the drawbacks? It comes in the contact with it come in the contact comes in contact with moisture. It swell or shrink and shrink. Cellulose is contain, so wood contains 50 to 60% cellulose and 20 to 35% lignin. So it is the what is the composite materials. So these cell wall absorb the moisture when it come in the contact with the moisture. So this characteristic of the wood reduce the its rigidity and strength. Rigidity and strength, and that causes dimensional instability. It causes dimensional instability stability. So that have to remember all the characteristic we have to use the materials. Next material is the metal and its alloy. Metal and metal alloys are widely used for the pattern materials because this pattern materials because it give the higher surface finish. But this material is the costly. This material is the costly, and it is it is used here. It is used here where repetitive product. It is used where the repetitive repeated where the repetitive production is required. So here the grade 20, the most commonly used material is the aluminium, cast iron, copper and its alloys, and like brass and bronze, and high duty SG iron, high duty SG iron are used increasingly are used are used frequently, and cast iron cast iron is used only for small size pattern because of because of heavy weight. Because of heavy weight, it is used only the small size patterns. For this type of for heavy size of pattern, aluminium is most popular. Aluminium is most popular, and there are the most suitable material for the pattern. Most suitable material for pattern making is brass, but it is very costly. Frozen frozen mercury frozen mercury can be used can be used in the frozen mercury can be used in the process mercast process for for producing highly intricate intricate and accurate casting. So all the materials have its own characteristic according which we can use it, and we have to consider their market value also. So according to all scenario, we have to use, we have to prefer the pattern materials. And next material is plaster. Plaster is the most popularly used. So gypsum plaster is generally used. Plaster is used. That is called plaster of Paris. Plaster of Paris. And plaster is available expand on solidification. Plaster expand on solidification. Solidification. So by choosing the proper plaster expansion rate, by choosing a proper plaster of expansion rate, it is possible it is possible to offset completely offset the shrinkage of the casting, but it is required to calculate the expansion rate of the plaster that should be the chosen. So that should match with the expense of the plaster during the solidifications. So can completely compensate the shrinkage of the casting. So no contraction need to be the separately provided for the pattern. So there have no required to given a separate shrinkage allowance for the pattern. Next material is the next material is plastics. Plastics and rubbers. Two type of plasters are used. One is the thermosetting. Second is the thermoplastics. And thermosetting is used for the long lasting and durable pattern, and durable pattern. It is used for the runs short runs or uh, short runs and pieceworks. So the thermosetting mostly use the epoxy, and the second is the epoxy and the polyester polyester. And in this case it is most type of the thermoplastics rubber is the polystyrene 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 is used. That is the very popular. Silicone rubber have been used for making the special dye, which silicone rubber silicone rubber is used for the special dyes. Next material is the baxes, and baxes is the excellent for investment casting. Generally investment casting is used generally the ornamental work It is also used in the for the surgical instruments, and this is the uh, this has the good pattern. The good wax patterns include the following characteristic. Good wax include following characteristics. It has the low ash content. Second is the resistance to primary coat material. Second is the it has the high tensile strength. High tensile strength and hardness. Next is the good wettability. Good wettability. Good resistance to oxidation. Oxidations. And next is the low shrinkage and substantial belt strength. Belt strength. So these are the pattern materials. So we have discussed their characteristics, and according to their characteristic, we generally use these materials for making the patterns in the metal casting process. So hope this content you would like, and these are the some references, and thank you.